for an action-packed weekend.
Who's with me?
Ooh.
Friday. Hi, Sam.
Today's Friday.
Hi, Danny.
Sam went solo there for a moment.
Hi,
Yeah, he's
Monsi.
super pumped.
Today's Friday.
Hey guys.
Yeah, Monty's
Hello.
here.
Hi,
Get a
Monty.
load of this.
Hello.
If you want to see Sam and Danny G and Spot, which nobody wants to see, but everybody wants to see Monty Bolaños for some reason.
Monty got hair and makeup today or what?
Yeah, we're all streaming live on
I
our new
get it.
YouTube page, Covino and Rich
You're welcome.
FSR. So play along at home.
And she's wearing leopard print.
Oh, yes, she is.
I'm not wearing a t-shirt today.
Oh.
Get excited.
Wow.
Ooh.
Monty, she's the Latina Peg Bundy.
And we be rocking out. We're also playing a very interactive game that you want to watch and be a part of on our YouTube page, Covino and Rich FSR. So join us now and subscribe for free. Lots to get to today.
Now, if that wasn't enough to join us on our YouTube page, later on we're going to discuss and dissect these Livy Dunne booty shots because I have a theory. Livy Dunne's showing some cheeks. And when it comes to booty investigations, I'm like John Stossel.
I thought we were calling it Fun with Buns in the Sun.
Fun with Buns in the Sun. So we'll talk some Livy Dunne and her Buns in the Sun. We're going to talk a lot of NFL today. My big TV game of the week. Baker Mayfield is a cute story with Baker.
And by the way, if you needed more reason to party,
Yeah.
aside
party.
from, the weekend being here and everything. Hey, Derek, it's me, Big Papi. It's my birthday. Hey.
It was his birthday last week.
It's my birthday weekend. Oh.
You just saw that meme that's floating around.
Yeah, he looks like Florida from Good Times with a Red Sox hat on. I did see that meme today.
That is funny.
So, hey, I'll celebrate Florida from Good Times, a la Big Papi, David Ortiz. So let's celebrate. It's actually my daughter's Sweet 16 weekend, and talk about stressful. It's like planning a little mini wedding, but instead of planning with your bride, it's planning with your annoying teenage daughter. And it's supposed to be fun, but you can't get on the same page because you're on their clock all the time.
Sounds fun.
Like if you're building a slideshow, like they want to be involved because they don't want you to pick corny pictures, but you're on their clock. And it's really stressful. And that's tomorrow, by the way. And you have to deal with fickle teenage kids who, are they coming? Are they not coming? That whole deal, that whole spiel. So it's going to be an exciting weekend, to say the least. That makes me look forward to Week 12 of the NFL even more because that means I survived the party tomorrow.
You survived your daughter's Super Sweet 16?
Exactly.
All right, well,
so,
as we get into Week 12 of the NFL, let me just say it again. I said it yesterday. Hey, good news, NFL fans. There's no dominant team. Josh Allen sacked 8 times. It's exactly what I said yesterday. I said, guys, we're going to come into the show tomorrow, and we're going to be like, man, the Texans' defense held Josh Allen, and then we're going to be more confused because we're like, are the Texans good again? Are the Bills not as strong as we think? Because no one is dominant.
just like they say, good pitching stops good hitting. Good defense stops good offense. And Josh Allen looked like doo-doo diapers. Sacked 8 times. It was so embarrassing to the point where the Texans were celebrating, eating buffalo wings at the end. Look at that, just munching on some. But we're watching it, eating those buffalo wings on the field. But, yeah, he was on his ass the whole night to the point where they had to pull a desperation play in the fourth quarter. It was 4th down, 27 yards. That trick play was awesome, though. So you're like, yo, that's dope.
Yeah, the hook and ladder.
The hook and ladder for a special occasion, for a desperate moment. They pulled it off. You thought it was going to go their way, and not so fast.
In that moment, you're right. When it was 4th and 27, you're like, all right. Little dump off over the middle, 10, 15 yards down the field, hook and ladder. He's going to go. I thought for a minute he might go all the way.
But it was pulled off perfectly and perfect timing. They saved this play for that type of moment, and it worked, and they still couldn't beat the Texans and get past that defense. So
I know you can't say it's one play. That's not how football, baseball, basketball, you can never – I mean, it's easy to say, oh, that one play did it, but over 60 minutes of an NFL football game, you can't isolate one thing. But when Dawkins jumped and it was a false start on 4th and 1 and it becomes 4th and 6 – That to me, you still had what, like 20 seconds? There was like 20 seconds or so left on the clock. So I don't know. You hit that 4th and 1, which I felt confident in, right? 4th and 1 in that moment. You felt good that the Bills would convert, but instead it's 4th and 6, pick, game's over. But I really thought that was going to be a Josh Allen memorable last-minute drive. But, yeah.
Hey, were the Texans trolling eating those wings, or were they just celebrating? Were they trolling or just having fun? What do you think?
Can both be true?
Yeah, both are true, actually. But the Bills fall to 7-4 now. Again, sacked 8 times. There's no excuse for that. What's going on with their O-line there to let that happen? And Texans now 6-5, and that defense is, carrying them and showing that they could beat great teams if they step it up that way. So props to them.
Cove, dare I do some schedule watching?
Go ahead.
But
The Rich loves to look at the schedule game.
schedule watching. Yeah. The Steelers are 6-4. They're playing the Bears, this week. So let's say the Bears, keep winning. If they win at home, they jump to 8-3, and now all of a sudden the Steelers are 6-5. And we talked about the Ravens playing the Jets at home, so they'll be 6-5. With the Steelers and the Ravens both at 6-5 going into next week, week 13, I'm assuming those things happen. Anything can happen. We just talked about that. But if the Bills lost last night to the Texans, we're just showing that anything could happen, right? So if the Steelers lose and the Ravens win, they're tied up at 6-5, and then that Buffalo team that you saw last night goes to play the Steelers next week. And that's big because with certain teams right on the brink of the playoffs, you lose a couple in a row, you might be playing yourself out of the playoffs, which is why I think the big thing we're going to see this weekend is whether or not the Chiefs play themselves. If the Chiefs lose this weekend, they are 5-6. And if the Chiefs are 5-6, guys, are they going to the playoffs? My answer is absolutely no.
Kansas City Chiefs.
If the Chiefs move to 5-6, we're going to see a little hiccup in this dynasty. And I'm not saying it's over. I'm just saying, the Patriots had a year where they didn't make it. I remember there was a year when we were kids. Montana was a little banged up. Steve Young was banged up. Do you remember Steve? I was going to say Sonny Bono. Remember Steve Bono was the quarterback of the Niners for a second?
I do, yeah.
So, there's always a year where that franchise dynasty team has a hiccup.
Or a year where all the good teams are just not playing well, and maybe that window's closing. The Bills did not look good. They looked frustrated. They didn't look confident. Josh Allen looks frustrated, sacked 8 times. They lose to the Texans. I did not see that coming. I know the Texans' defense is good, but I didn't realize they were going to be able to do that. So Bills look like ass. You got the Chiefs who are cheeks. You got the Eagles who are just mediocre.
The Eagles are not mediocre. The Eagles
feel mediocre. I don't feel like they're dominating by any means. In fact, that was a whole discussion yesterday. How nobody's dominating.
They have the second best odds in
and
Vegas.
all these other random teams look more dominant than the teams that are supposed to be.
I was going to say that
so maybe it's just a different league now.
The Eagles' defense is certainly dominating, but that offense gives me mental health issues when I have to watch the Eagles on offense.
I mean, it's
flat.
When you're a first place team and people are questioning the Super Bowl MVP, like, here's Jalen Hurts, got it. It's like, dude, he won a Super Bowl less than a year ago, and we're questioning Nick Sirianni and how that offense is being run. So when we're questioning the teams that actually are in first place and only have 2 losses, it's a wild season. We said it yesterday. I don't want to reiterate, but one more schedule.
But yesterday
watching.
exemplified that. So
yeah.
There's reason to bring it up again. The Bills had a chance to say, no, we're back on track. We're right on track after a big week last week, and they blew it.
I wish we had this stat yesterday. We could have made some money. This is an NFL meme from this morning. The Bills are allergic to winning in the city of Houston. 2012, Texans win. 2014, Texans win. 2018, Bills lose there. 2020, 24, 25. The Bills always lose in Houston.
Ooh.
Texans got their number.
Man.
For whatever reason. Yeah, they just don't travel well to the Lone Star State.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your Thursday night foosball.
Just based on everything you're saying. No one dominant. We discussed yesterday in depth. Don't need to harp on it, but the Chiefs, this is going to be the big story over the next couple of weeks because their schedule is not easy because they have a tough schedule, being that they had the best record in the AFC last year. So you get the toughest schedule. They're 5-5. They play the Colts. Let's say they even win at home and beat the Colts. They're 6-5. Then they got to play the Cowboys on Thanksgiving Day in Dallas. Then they play the Texans, who you just saw that defense.
Mm-hmm.
Then they play the Chargers. Then they have a layup against the Titans. But then they go back home to play the Broncos, which could be a big game. to see if the Chiefs are still in the mix, right? Because there's a lot of teams right there.
I'm getting a feeling, and we always use the same analogies because they're true and they're relatable and people could recognize them. If you watched the Tyson Douglas fight, the whole time you're watching it, and the first time you watched it, you're watching it thinking, Tyson's going to come back. He's Mike Tyson. But when you watch it and you realize that, Buster Douglas whooped his ass the whole time, Tyson never really came back. He really never did anything, could really never get through. I get that feeling and that vibe from a lot of teams that we're thinking are going to come back and play like the teams we think they are, but maybe they're just not.
Yeah, I mean, a more modern-day example of that, I know you and I watched the fight, Tyson Fury-Usyk. Tyson Fury took the first couple rounds real light, and Usyk was just outboxing him, and you were like, all right, when's Tyson Fury going to...
he'll come back.
Like, when's he going to start showing off?
Come on, man, it's Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
And then he never comes back, and it's like, oh, okay.
Lost the
That's
fight.
because Usyk is better, I guess, and maybe Fury just lost a step. I'm getting that feeling from a lot of these teams that we're just waiting. Yeah, they'll turn it around. And last night is a perfect example of, well, maybe they're not going to turn it around. Because, honestly, I think the Bills should have had that. Or at least... I don't know, man. Not have been sacked 8 times.
Well, there was a sentiment going into this season. And you can even look at our in-studio spreadsheet. Dan Byer, his annual prediction sheet that we post in the studio. Of the roughly 25 people that are in and out of the studio that posted, would you say that 90% of those people picked the three-headed monster of either the Bills, the Ravens, or the Chiefs?
Yes.
It was really just a matter of like, all right, well, which of those teams will do it this year?
And that felt safe.
And that felt very safe. Right
because
now,
it's most of the time the usual suspects, right? We spend the whole season speculating, and it ends up being the same teams that we thought originally anyway. So those are safe assumptions, but
the
it's not
Chiefs
looking that
lose.
way.
The Chiefs lose this weekend. They're under 500. The Ravens just bounced back to 500. They were 1-5 and have won 4 in a row. And the Bills
isn't Lamar Jackson now? He has another ankle injury,
and
he's off the injury report now.
Okay, he's banged up. So
yeah, he's banged up.
And then you look at the Bills, who you're like, well, perfect opportunity. Then the Bills are going to roll. And who would have thought that the New England Patriots would be 2 to 3 games better than them right now? It's wild. So hey, you could say we were living in the past, or you could say teams like the Pats with Vrabel just stepped it up and we didn't anticipate it. Buffalo's 7-4, New England's 9-2. That's a nice little 2-game lead, more than halfway through the season.
We're seeing other teams step up. We're seeing the league change a little bit. And again, last night, put the exclamation point on that thought, on that theory. It's not the same league. It's not the same teams that it was last year and the year before. New teams are stepping up. Other players are playing big. So it's a very back-and-forth season. It's an ever-changing NFL league. And props to the Texans.
Like those uniforms or no?
They're 6-5 now. Yeah, I do.
Those shiny red uniforms?
I think it looks cool.
They're 6-5, and Davis Mills is now, I think this was his 4th game playing. He took over.
3 in a row they've won with him.
They've won 3 in a row. He took over for them when they had a close. C.J. Stroud was knocked out in 18-15, lost to the Broncos, and he took over and they lost that game. But they've, like you said, we've won 3 in a row.
Stroud's
him
back
starting,
next week,
sorry.
though, right? Isn't Stroud back next week?
It's not official, but he's expected to be back for next
They
week.
alluded
What do you
to
do?
that. Yeah, I know, right? They're playing really well. So what do? You got to go with C.J. Stroud.
Yeah, well,
That's what you
Stroud's
do,
not going to
but-
make them worse.
Yeah, no. So
Oh, there are 3 teams, guys. Guys, there's 3 teams right now. I'm sorry you get so excited looking at this crap. There are 3 teams.
relax, man.
Baltimore's 5-5, Houston's 6-5, and the Chiefs are 5-5. These are 3 teams that we were very confident would be in the postseason. All 3 are on the outside looking in right now, which means
They're like Aaron Lewis and Stained.
I'm on the outside.
Rich, the
You're looking in.
in-studio prediction sheet that you were referencing, I just took a look at it. The 3-headed monster you mentioned, those teams are written in categories 42 times.
I bet.
Oh, I bet.
Sorry.
Busy, Covino?
Caterer for the Sweet 16.
Are we interrupting you?
I don't even
gotta
know.
take that.
It's that,
Sir,
it's
would
that
you like-
spam likely.
would you like-
Scam likely.
Blue cheese or ranch for the dippings?
I don't know
Both.
what number that is.
Treat yourself.
There is no Thelma here.
Treat yourself.
It's the wrong number. I don't know. My phone's just ringing.
Hello? But yeah, no, I mean, if those teams make it, again, this is all stuff we could all look up on our own, but I love BSing with you guys about it. that means some teams are going to have to falter. And Monty, one of those teams are your Chargers.
Mira, I don't want to talk about it.
Because if they turn around and start playing well, then they really will block those teams from getting in. The Steelers will have to then collapse for the Ravens to get in. So we need these teams we thought were going to be great need to have a great final third of the year. But at the same time, those other teams need to collapse a little bit because as of right now, that stat is true where every year they're like half the teams from the previous year don't make the playoffs. It's looking pretty obvious in the AFC. And at 7-4, that's not a safe record either. I know right now 7-4 has teams in, but 7-4 is not safe territory.
No one's safe.
Yeah. You lose a game, you're 7-5. Like, no one wants to lose more than 6 games because 11-6 seems like the magic number. You go 11-6, you're likely in the playoffs. 10-7, maybe, probably. 9-8, not this year. No one's making the postseason at 9-8 this year. So we shall see.
So that makes Week 12 even more exciting.
It's like in baseball when you get to 88 games because if you win 88 games, you'll likely be a wild card at least. To me in football, you win 11, you're making the postseason. No, I don't. Has there been an 11-6 team shut out?
Let's find out.
I feel like 10-7, you might be on the brink, right? When there were 16 games, 10-6 felt like, oh, you should make it. 11-6, maybe one time a team's been denied. That's my guess. My guess is one time there's an 11-6 team that's been denied. But you win 11 games, I think you're in.
Well, I thought for sure, to wrap it up, I thought for sure that, and we thought for sure, the Bills were going to run with the momentum and turn it around yesterday. They did not. Even with that trick play, though, I thought for sure right then and there, oh, here they come. This is it. Wow, that was huge. Can't lose now.
I don't want to blame
And
Dawkins, but that
they
4th and 1 false start,
that was the weakest.
It was like the crampiest of cramps because they're in the red zone and you're like, my God, momentum. Defense is on their heels. False start stops the game. Oh my God, 4th and 6 now, and then the game's over on the next play.
Yeah. So weak. So they totally blew it where they should have had it. So again, nothing predictable in the NFL. Props to the Texans and Bills, man. Boo. Still 7-4 though.
Our boy Wes in Vegas hit us up and he goes, "Yeah, 10 doesn't guarantee it because last year the Seahawks were 10-7 and missed it. So 10-7 is not automatic, systematic, hydromatic. It's nothing, but." 11 wins?
So according to BetMGM, now this was an article about less than a year ago, but since the NFL changed to a 16-game schedule, which I know it's one more, but only twice has an 11-win team missed the playoffs, whether it was because of tiebreakers or some things. I don't think you're going to get it.
The Patriots without Tom Brady were 11-5 one year with Matt Castle, and they did not make it.
That's 2008.
Yeah, that's one because I remember being like, the Patriots are 11-5 and they missed it because the Dolphins, a couple teams had a good season.
Yep.
The other 11-win team that didn't make it?
In the 80s.
Oh, in the 80s. Was it like the Falcons or Rams when the Niners were just dominating the division back when what was it?
It was actually the Broncos who ended 11-5 but missed the playoffs due to tiebreakers.
Yeah, so winning 11 games is pretty much a guarantee. So do your math. You're 7-4, your Chargers. Go 4-2. You're in. Win 11 games, you're in. These teams all got to start doing
Have you seen the Chargers play?
Win 11 games.
I don't know what team's going to step on the field.
We shall see. Your thoughts, your speculations. I'm excited. Week 12 of the NFL. Let's do this. And then we got Thursday football games and Black Friday.
And speaking of the rest of the games, Rich's Big TV Game of the Week. We'll get to that next hour, so stick around for that. Plus our new game, Brainwave, where we get you involved and we give away some prizes. But we got to talk some summer fun with your buns. What are we calling it? Fun time, bun time?
Fun time, bun time. Yeah,
Livy Dunne's Buns in the Sun.
Covino and I disagree on something that has to do with booty swimwear.
Livy Dunne's Buns in the Sun.
And by bringing up Livy Dunne, it ties in a beautiful, talented woman. And it makes it sports related enough for me to talk about booty.
Oh, yeah, she's dating a future Yankee, Paul Skeens. Yeah.
Oh, you mean who will probably face future Met Scooble?
Yes, quite possibly. So
Dodgers, you have enough.
I'm not saying anything.
We will
I'm not
debate
saying anything.
what's appropriate and not when it comes to swimwear and bikinis and fun in the sun with your bum.
Keep your bulge to yourself. We got more CNR, lots of NFL, some booty, some baseball, all your favorite things right here with Covino and Rich.
Now, Rich, I finally figured out why my place is the dope hang spot for all my friends.
Because you bribe people with free food
That,
and pizza?
but also my QD Mini LED.
Oh,
The
yes,
brightness
yeah.
is wild, the contrast deep, and the color's spot on, and the motion's silky. Just looks better. TCL, bro.
Oh, silky and smooth. Now the price is even looking better. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday with up to 50% off select TCL TVs, including the Ultimate Series.
From the QM 8K, the ultimate choice, ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels. For the ultimate game day experience to the QM 6K, there's a sweet spot for every room with TCL.
Premium picture on sale now. Plus, you can still enter to win 4 tickets to Super Bowl 60 with TCL's Ultimate Season to Score at TCL.com.
That's pretty awesome. Got to be in it to win it. 4 tickets to the Super Bowl, TCL.com. So hit up your favorite retailer, grab the amazing deal, lock in epic experiences, epic savings, and undeniable bragging rights now through Black Friday while supplies last.
TCL, the official TV partner of the NFL. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday. Select models. Limited time. See TCL.com for details. My proclamation. Iowa Sam, do you got some proclamation music? Hear ye, hear ye. Fox Sports Radio Nation. I have good news.
Introducing the greatest head in all the land.
Oh!
The man with the biggest noggin. From here to Eternia. I don't know. We're in Eternia now. Dickie Doodle Davis.
I'm here to say, good news, everyone. NFL fans of every team, you should be happy today because I'm here to tell you, no one's good.
Woo!
Everyone stinks. Your team has a chance. I've had a change of heart. My whole, Nick Bosa's out.
I was about to throw a tomato at you, but everybody has a chance is what you're saying?
My whole sentiment of Fred Warner's out, Bosa's out, my Niners, I guess next year. No, they have a chance. You know who else has a chance? Everyone else in the league, unless you're maybe the Titans, the Giants, Jets, or I don't know. Who else? The Cardinals.
Can you give me a little credit, though? I want a little credit here.
And-
this is Rich's proclamation. I'm not trying to take away, but we just came back from Arizona.
Yeah.
And we watched Rich's 49ers dominate. Granted, it's the Cardinals. I get it. But offensively, they could be really explosive. They were clicking with Purdy immediately. They're only going to click more and more, I would imagine, if they could stay healthy with what they got.
And
Rich was down in the dumps, as your mom would say, about the
Down in the
defense
dumps.
playing bad, or not playing bad,
Well-
but, suffering from injury. But if you look around the rest of the league, if you listen to Monty Bolaños, everybody's hurt.
Yeah, I just heard
Nobody's playing 100.
I just heard you say that Daniel Jones got an ankle thing going on now.
Calf.
A calf. So, everyone is banged up, and no one's that good. I'll give you the analogy. If you go to a bar, try to pick up some booty, and you look around, and it's a bunch of ugly dudes. An ugly dude has a chance then, because there's no good-looking dudes as your competition.
That's a weird analogy,
Thank you.
but I'm with you. I followed. But my point is, we're
if
at
it's a
this
bunch
game.
if it's a bunch of tortas,
And Rich was sort of like,
Then-
man, the 49ers are pretty good, right? And he gave me the right. And I'm like, dude, honestly, if they keep it up, they have just as much of a chance as anybody this year to win. And I feel like I got in his head a little bit because he didn't want to get too ahead of himself. But I think I sort of confirmed what you were feeling, right?
You perpetuated a thought that I sort of had a little bit, which was, you know what? Maybe every team does have a chance. Now, I don't want to ruin my own theory, but there are a couple teams that I'm like, yeah, they're pretty good. I don't think they're unbeatable. The thing is, we've lived in times where you were like, all right, it's Brady or Manning. We lived in times where it's like Seattle's defense or, the Chiefs. We've lived in times where there's certain teams that guaranteed you could punch their ticket to the AFC or NFC championship. Right now, it is as open as could possibly be. This is like, I'm telling you, look around the league and tell me one team you would like put your money on. I dare you. Maybe the Rams, but Matthew Stafford's old. He any given moment, he's a good dude. His kids go to the same places my kids go.
There's
I see
a
him around
question
town.
mark. There's a question mark for all these teams.
But there's,
even
you know,
the
there's-
Patriots who are hot right now.
Every team's a quarterback little stumble away from an high ankle sprain. No one's that great. So my point is, if you're like, my team's good, but I guess this is not the year. The minute you think, well, maybe the Packers are great, they're wishy-washy. The Lions, even Perfett, who was running the boards here, who was always like, Lions, Lions, Lions. He's like, yeah, they're just a regular team this year. And I go, yeah, so is everyone else. You
Isn't
tell me
there an
the
old-
Bears are in first place?
No.
You tell me Caleb Williams is going to win a Super Bowl? Get out of here. And if
It's
he
like
does,
my
good for
mom
him.
used to say, it's an old like Mexican saying or something, or maybe, I don't know. In Spanish, it sounds better. It's one of those. In the land of the blind, the Cyclops is king.
Your
You
mom
know-
made that up?
No, but she would
Oh.
say things like that because she's weird. But it's true, right?
Well, I mean, you don't like my analogy in the land of the
land
uglies?
of suck, the average team is the best. You don't have to be that good this year to really stand out that much. It's anybody's league. When everyone stinks the way they're stinking, when there's no consistency, and every team is suffering with injury, in the land of suck, the average guy wins. Wow, what a team, what a show, what a country. Fox Sports Radio with Covino and Rich. We got Danny G, the best in the game, producing. We got Iowa Sam on the ones and twos. Spots on the videos again. Hey, we're streaming and interacting. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Our bonus podcast, you can watch it there too. Overpromised
And
debuted yesterday,
listen,
episode 118.
I don't know if you're ready for this jelly, but we're going to talk about Livy Dunne, and there's some butt shots, and it's a thought Covino and I disagree on. It has to do with swimwear, so no better time than to follow our YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR, because we're going to take a look at these Livy Dunne beach shots and answer a really important question.
We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Every Olympic dream starts with a first glide, usually on your kitchen floor, like whew. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. Thank you, learntosskateusa.com. Now, before we get into Livy Dunne's fun time, bun time, did you guys hear what I heard last night? After the Bills blew it, after the foosball game, after I watched Alex versus A-Rod or A-Rod versus Alex, I finally fell asleep. And in the middle of the night, around 2:30 a.m., the loudest thunder I've ever heard in my entire life. Dude,
It was like a bomb going off.
as Large Marge said,
It rumbled the ground.
bro,
Car alarms went off.
Bro, I was like, holy, what, dude, I jumped out of bed, startled, like, you know that SpongeBob image where he's just like I was like, what the hell was that? What was that?
I must sleep soundly.
The sound of a garbage truck
I don't know what any of you guys
It
are
was
talking about.
all
falling
night.
from the Empire State Building.
Spot was the only one who was fast
It
asleep.
was insane. I didn't know Mother Nature was capable of something like that. As they
Oh,
say,
you didn't know God is a Bills fan?
God was bowling
was
the
upset.
300 last night. God
Or
was
she was upset.
It was almost disgusting because I felt it in my soul, right? Like you said, you heard the alarms go off, the dog wakes up. My girlfriend's like, what's going on?
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't
like,
sure what it was.
Dude, I could not.
You don't hear it out here a lot.
Dude,
Thunder.
after that, I couldn't fall asleep because it triggered me, and I
You
was
know
like,
what it is?
now I can't
No,
sleep.
Covino was like the Undertaker that just coming up from the coffin, just oh.
Dude, it was the loudest thunder. Think about it. Think of the life you lived, right? Now imagine me saying, by far, that was the loudest thunderstorm I've ever heard in my life.
You know
I
what
was
it is?
frightened.
You've never been in a really intense Texas
I didn't
thunderstorm.
even hear it to know what I'm talking
But there's
about.
not Texas.
Dude, people were
You
talking
just
about it
don't
on
know.
Twitter.
Oh, who? You and Chrissy Teigen?
Everybody was talking about it. It sounded like an explosion. I thought that 3-Eye Atlas crashed into Earth last night.
And it really was a spaceship?
I thought something landed.
I looked at the clock to take like a mental note. It was like 2:25 in the morning.
Yeah.
I was like,
it happened twice.
You
The
guys both
second
had, were
one-
you guys
there's
sleeping
two
next to each other?
thunderclaps. Yes,
Bro,
yes.
See, Rich is downplaying it because he didn't experience it.
Nah, I just know that Texas brings the thunder.
I know, everything's bigger in Texas.
That's
Hop along Dickie downplaying the story. I'm telling you, it was out of control.
It was like a bomb going off.
So I was up all night like Gilbert Godfrey, and now I'm happy to be here.
I'm used to the sound of loud claps that late at night.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah.
Dude, the
That's
lightning
what
and
I'm
thunder-
saying, Spotty boy.
Honestly, it was next level here in Los Angeles.
From his
Again,
neighbors.
Live from the Fox Sports Radio studio in LA. I'm just keeping you posted.
Oh, can I bring up one thing before we talk about clapping buns? We talked about all these teams that are mediocre, and I'm not calling you out by any means, but you and everyone else, and I said it the other day too, we're putting the Eagles in this like, yeah, they're not that great category. I looked at the Eagles, I'm like, what were their 2 losses? I knew one of them was they were lining up for a game-winning field goal against the Rams, and it was a block return. So that doesn't happen. They win that game.
Well, I'm not saying they stink,
No,
but
but-
they don't seem like a force.
I know what you're saying, but they would be, if not for a blocked field goal at the end of regulation, return for a touchdown, they beat the Rams, and then that's 9-1. Their only real loss was the coming out party of Jackson Dart and Cam Scatterbo. Remember that one game where they just were dominating?
But Rich, you could also make that same argument for the Colts because in LA, Sam was there at that game with me. Remember the touchdown that was dropped at the goal right before the goal line? That lost that game against the Rams for the Colts. They also would be 9-1.
If you want to play that game, Danny, then the Denver Broncos could be 10-1 because they had what they thought a victory in their hand. And remember they called the Bronco for leverage on the blocked field goal against the Colts, and the Colts had a second chance. So there are some teams that are really, really good. I'm just saying.
Oh,
it
we never
seems
said
like,
there wasn't. It's
Yeah.
just not the teams you thought. For
But
the most
I'm just
part.
saying when we were younger, when we were kids or even in our 20s or 30s, there were teams and dynasties that you knew, well, they'll likely be in the AFC or NFC championship game. I don't think there's one team I would lock for either of those. There's not a team I would lock up to go to even the championship game, let alone the Super Bowl, because it's just so unpredictable because the good teams are not dominating. It's not like a Tom Brady Pats team in their prime where they're beating everyone by a large margin, or Manning and the Colts in his prime. It's just not that. It's not Mahomes.
Did you say large march?
Yeah, large march.
The sound of a garbage truck
Jeez.
falling from the Empire State Building. That's what it sounded like last night, dude.
Be sure and tell them Large Marge sent ya.
Bummed I missed it. All right, you know what? Let's go to Monty for an update, and then we will talk about these Livy Dunne pictures that Covino and I totally disagree on.
We're going to talk about Livy Buns. I mean, Livy Dunne.
Yeah, no, I love Livy Dunne. Girl, if you're listening, let's have a drink. We're going to start in college football, guys, because that's the big story today. Ole Miss released a statement acknowledging their historic season, but that the future of their head coach, Lane Kiffin, will be announced the Saturday following their final regular season game against Mississippi State. Read between the lines. Why would you make this announcement?
You don't make it if something good's happening.
The good that he's leaving?
No, but I'm saying like
There's no way.
Yeah.
He's got to be leaving. You wouldn't make this announcement.
yeah, I'm saying like it's something's
for
gonna
him.
happen. You don't.
Good for
I'm-
him.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you don't make a big announcement if there's no big change.
Yeah, no, but if I'm Ole Miss, if I'm a fan of Ole Miss, I'm annoyed by this announcement. I'm annoyed. Why did you say this? All right, NFL news, guys. Giants have rolled out quarterback Jackson Dart for Week 12 against the Lions. He did not clear concussion protocol. Jameis Winston will get the start. Lions tight end Sam Laporta underwent a back procedure. He is unlikely to return this season. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow, he's questionable for Week 12 against the Patriots. Cincinnati will be without Trey Hendrickson for a third straight game, but they have activated tight end Mike Gesicki from injured reserve. Colts quarterback Daniel Jones and Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson are both off the injury report. When it comes to Aaron Rodgers, he's questionable for the Steelers game against the Bears. He was a limited participant in practice today. In men's college hoops, there is a game going on at the Bad Boy Mowers Series in Salt Lake City, and number 9 BYU is leading number 23 Wisconsin 65-52. And you know, every Olympic dream starts with a first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. And lastly here, when it comes to the WNBA, the New York Liberty have found their new coach. They are hiring Golden State Warriors longtime assistant Chris DeMarco as their new head coach. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Muncie.
Jess.
You know
Jess.
what? If I'm a Bengals fan or if I'm Joe Burrow,
Yes, what are you doing?
you know how aggravated I'd be? They're like, you bums couldn't do better than 3-7. Because if they were 5-5,
Yeah.
I'm looking at their schedule. They got a couple tough games.
They would have a chance,
But
like
they-
a legit chance.
They would have a chance, but
Mm-hmm.
they play the Ravens twice. They have to play the Bills. But you're 3-7, and you look back at some of the games they blew, and they play the Patriots this weekend. So
That's
good
why
luck.
it's good
but-
to be Brock Purdy. It's good to be C.J. Stroud.
It is.
You know, they're stepping into some good situations.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, no bueno.
No, bueno.
Yeah, honestly, you look at some of their losses, and you're like, what are you doing? What are you
You
doing?
know what it's like, Rich? It's like when
Bengals?
you let Shea House sit and you just let it all fall apart.
Yeah, let Shea House lets my dog pee on the couch.
Hey, I thought I was supposed to dog sit. I would have done much
You
better.
want a dog sit next time, Sam?
Hey, actually, no, no, no.
It's like, man, I let you handle the team and you ruined it for me.
We got a phone call about this. Let's take a phone call, then we'll talk some buns. What's up?
Yeah, Dan in Kansas City has a take on the Chiefs.
Oh, Danny, are we seeing the Chiefs like in a must-win or what this weekend?
I think it might be must win the rest of the way, to be honest. But I got two things. They're really predictable right now, and the players are even admitting it, that the other teams are seeing what they're doing. And my other thing, though, is Sam earlier said that watching the Eagles' offense was causing mental health problems. And this is coming from a guy that watches Iowa's offense for how many years?
Yeah, you watch Iowa.
Hey, they got a new offensive coordinator a few years ago, so all is well in Hawkeye Land, I think. But no, hey, listen, I don't know, man. It's just tough. It's a tough watch.
Well, we said before.
I thought it was working for these other radio shows you work for that give you mental health problems.
Yeah, I thought it was every show you work for.
A lot of
other than
things give
ours.
me mental health issues. So
You know, the other one.
Yeah, you know, the other
yeah,
shows.
yeah.
Question:
The other one.
When we talk about that 6 loss is the limit if you really want to guarantee your spot, like 11-6 that's a guarantee. 10-7 is questionable. That means the Chiefs have the ability to drop one of their final.
Yeah, but
7 games.
That's weak, and I think it's more than just winning the next game. It's about consistently getting better, and that's what we need to start looking at. The Bills failed to do that yesterday. You were waiting to see if they turned a corner. They did not. It can't be this back and forth. You're not winning a Super Bowl if you're just so back and forth every week. So it's about consistency or getting better. So when we downplay the Bears in teams like that, we at least have to acknowledge that it seems like they're getting better every week or a little bit better. This back and forth nonsense, just because the Chiefs win doesn't mean diddly squat. They got to do it again and again and consistently.
I'm sorry, I was looking at this picture of Livy.
But Covino, did the Bills go backwards, or did they just run into one of the best defenses in the entire league?
I think both, yeah.
Yeah, because the Texans' defense, they are starting to look like the best defense in the entire league right
I think
now.
both, because they still could have won that game despite being sacked 8 times.
Not the cool part about the parity in the league is there's games that I would never have cared about in my life. They would have been like, certainly not my big TV game of the week, but are going to be big down the stretch because that AFC South, you know, Indianapolis sitting pretty up there. They're going to pick up an L this weekend if Kansas City steps it up. And you got Jacksonville, you got Houston. Like, we thought that division was not going to be that great. They may send a couple people to the playoffs in that division. So I'm loving it. Nothing more fun than some NFL football.
Actually, there's plenty more fun than NFL football, like Livy Dunne's Buns.
Yeah, the headline reads, Livy Dunne toasting buns in the sun, Hawaiian vacation with Paul Skeens. And, the booty's out. And in my opinion, well, first of all, she looks ridiculously good. She's talented. Paul Skeens and her, one of your favorite celebrity athlete hottie couples. But Covino and I totally disagree on what's appropriate when it comes to swimwear. And we'll break it down next. We'll look at these photos. Follow us. We'll do it live on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich. More CNR on a Friday next.
It really looked, for the first time in forever,
Okay, Elsa.
like LeBron James was having fun. It looked like he was, I get it, it was his return,
Come
he was
on.
excited, but there was a different vibe and a different level of fun and excitement from LeBron James, and that's the fun and excitement you need to have, I think, to win in this league. When there was too much pressure on LeBron, it wasn't fun, and it was all on him. If he's able to dish it around like this, man, they're unstoppable. I've said it, prisoner of the moment, but I mean it. Let's go.
Well, I love that phrase, prisoner of the moment, because I'm going to say a very prisoner of the moment type of thing. They're 11-4. They're not like average. The Lakers are good, but there's a team in the West. You might have heard of them, the Oklahoma City Thunder, who might lose like 3 games all year. They just don't lose. OKC just doesn't lose. Here's my question. If LeBron's playing fun, and we know the end is near, and I do have the sentiment that when all is said and done, LeBron retires, I think we're going to look back at times and say, you know what, we were hard on him. We didn't really appreciate him. The constant comparisons to MJ and Kobe. And, I know he sort of did it to himself with the whole not 1, not 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we still hanging on to that LeBron Miami Heat thing?
Personally, no, Rich. I'm not a LeBron lover. I got to make that clear. I'm not a hater either, right? I respect greatness and have admired his career. He kicked off season 23. I believe he kicked it off with a 3, right, Danny G? A sweet bucket to kick it off, and that passes Vince Carter, most all-time, 23 seasons. When I see him with his LeBronaham Lincoln beard, and it's getting a little gray, and he's just rocking that thinned-out sort of look, I'm looking at him not with the same lens that I looked at him before. Not 5, not 6, not 7. I'm looking at him now as a guy who has his son in the league. He's having fun. He has the ability to switch his game up, but he has this wisdom about him now, and at least like even that look in his face, like he looks older now. And I don't know, man, I'm rooting for him in a different way. Like, yo, dude, have at least one more great season and stick it to this OKC team, man. They're young, but he's LeBron, and they have superstars. They've got Luka. They've got Bronny off the bench hitting threes.
Stop it! Don't be making it sound like Bronny's like a contributor.
That was a dope moment. No, but even Ayton had 20 points. I didn't even bring that up. He had 20 points. If LeBron's able to dish it around, they made some crazy passes last night.
All right,
I looked at him as a guy yesterday, to answer your question, no, Rich. Not a guy that you wanted to roll your eyes at. I looked at him as a guy who we've seen grow up. In fact, we've grown up with together. Well, he's getting older, and I can only root for that. I saw LeBron the man last night, not LeBron the attitude-having basketball player.
Covino, you and I have been together a long time as a radio, friendship and partnership. We saw LeBron go from Cleveland to Miami to the Lakers. That we've seen the journey, and I was Sam running the boards. I know we play that clip all the time. The not 3, not 4, not 5.
Not 2, not 3, not 4. Now 5.
Are we still holding it against LeBron? His one, because it came across so arrogant and never really came to fruition. They won a few in Miami, but I look at LeBron now, and dare I say, as the season continues, and Oklahoma City right now in Vegas is a plus 175 to win the NBA Finals. They are like leaps and bounds above anyone else as favorites to win back-to-back NBA titles. The Lakers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, they got the 6th best odds at plus 1,400. Could there be a sentiment that the LeBron haters maybe change their tune and it becomes the fun story like, yo, LeBron, one more before it's all done?
Yes.
Could there be a sentiment where
if he brings the energy and look, he brought this upon himself. He shouldn't have to do that, but he does come with that sense of not 2, not 3, not 4, sense of arrogance and LeBron and me-Bron and things like that. If he plays with the same energy and attitude that he had last night, it's contagious. It's likable. It's fun. When other people, it's just, I don't know if it's science, but it is. If other people are having fun, you want to have fun with them. And it's contagious. Got me thinking of those Dallas Cowboy cheerleaders and that thunder last night. It was like Oklahoma City thunder. Kept me up all night, bro. That's why I needed extra coffee today. Covino and Rich live in L.A., raining all week, live from the Fox Sports Radio studio, and it's time for our Tire Rack play of the day. The Houston Texans defense was lights out. Ooh.
Orbit motion, Shakir. Allen, back to throw. Allen, airing it out. Allen, picked off by Bullock. It's over. The Texans are going to do it. The Texans pull it off. They're going to knock off Buffalo tonight.
Man, that's courtesy of the Texans Radio Network. That's your Tire Rack play of the day. The play of the day might have been before that when Dawkins' false start pushed them back to 4th and 6. That was the game changer. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free road hazard protection, convenient installation options like mobile tire installation.
Tire Rack, TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. So,
yeah,
we have lots to get to. Brainwave, the game that's sweeping the nation, very interactive, which is why you need to watch. There's more reasons to watch than Monty Bolaños hanging out. Brainwave, very interactive visual game. Be part of it. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. You could also get our bonus podcast, Overpromised, there. You could watch the show. 118 debuted yesterday. Another great show. And, of course, Rich's big TV game of the week. But Livy Dunne's Buns in the Sun.
Yeah, well, I just was doing my research for the show.
Yeah, well, apparently she's in Hawaii vacationing with future Yankee, her boyfriend, Paul Skeens of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He goes to the Yankees. It wouldn't shock me. Livy Dunne bought a place in New York City, but she is a model and gymnast and all social media.
Hold on. Not only did she buy a place in New York City, he's also been telling his teammates, that's a true story, apparently. He's been telling teammates that he wants to play in New York.
They denied that.
Those are rumors, but I believe them.
Who started that rumor? Austin Wells?
Me?
Who started that rumor? Anthony Volpe?
His teammates.
Oh, no, his teammates.
He made it very clear, this isn't the place to be. This is where superstars go to die. I want to play in New York.
Well, Livy Dunne, the headline is Toast and Buns in the Sun on Hawaiian Vacation with Paul Skeens. And there you go. If you watch it on the YouTube, buns are out. Sun's out, buns out. And Covino and I disagree on one major thing here. When you're with your wife or girlfriend or whoever you're dating, whoever you're with, Covino's way anti-booty out.
Well, hold on. Let's make this clear. I love a nice booty. I'm saying the person I'm with. So, hey, if there's women walking around with their cheeks out, you better believe I'll be looking at them, and that's the problem. If I'm hanging out with my buddies' wives, and my buddies' wives are all walking around with their asses out, how is that appropriate when everyone's looking at each other?
I mean,
You know,
it's the appropriate swimwear for 2025.
It's not appropriate. That's why you can't wear stuff like that at
Unless you want,
Disneyland, because it's not appropriate.
I mean,
just because it's in style and because young women are doing it doesn't mean that everybody should be doing it. Go to a water park. You think everybody should be dressing like that? Absolutely not.
well-
leave some to the imagination. That's why it was a big story in the New York Post this week. Even athleisure, athletic wear has gone too far and too skimpy, where it's distracting at the gym, where women are showing lots of crevassier, a lot of crevice, a lot exposed, a lot revealed, nothing to the imagination, to the point where other women are uncomfortable. It's a national story. It's not me judging or anything like that. It's a story all over the New York Post. Men are going to see it, and men are going to like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm saying as a dad of a teenager, as the boyfriend of a young woman, amongst mixed company and family, that's inappropriate. What you're doing in your own time, on your own vacation, when it's just you and her, that's fine. Whatever. You want to tan your ass? Go right ahead.
Who doesn't want a tan ass?
Right.
I'm just saying.
But Rich is condoning that this is okay amongst mixed company.
Style.
That's awkward. You think I want Danny G looking at my girlfriend's ass?
Style dictates what the cuts of bathing suits are.
Wait, I never did that.
That's what I'm saying, though. Let's say we all went away.
Avert your eyes, sir.
Yeah.
Style dictates what cuts of bathing suits are popular, right? Like men's
doesn't mean
men's
that other
swim
ones are
trunks.
non-existent.
Are you gonna let me get a word in, or are you just gonna vent about how lame you are?
You can say lame, or, I mean, how about leaving some to the imagination?
What's next,
Why do you
Rich?
need to show your wife's ass to
Nude
everybody?
beaches? Nude beaches? Is that what you want?
You sound like a voyeur to me. Like, everybody, check out my wife's ass.
I mean, what do you want? Do you want women to wear bathing suits like it's the 1920s
No.
and they're on the boardwalk like,
No.
hello, my baby,
No,
hello, my
because
darling.
because there's a compromise, and they still sell, like, pretty
A
revealing
sarong.
and sexy bathing suits.
If you want,
you act like
if
you have
want-
to wear a grandma
If
bathing
you want
suit.
old lady bathing suits, where are you gonna find them? Walmart, Target, like women
they're
shop.
They're not old. There's compromise.
Women shop online.
How you gonna
She's
feel?
showing ankle.
Yeah, how you gonna feel when your daughter's dressing like that? You're cool with it?
Yeah, I guess so, because it's the times.
No,
What
you're
are you
not.
Gonna do?
You're cool with it because she's 8 years old. That's why you're cool with it.
I'm telling you, you're like going against the style. I saw a picture of your girlfriend with all her friends on a trip, and she was the only girl wearing like a full bottom bathing suit. Like
You
she
know
bought
why?
it at like.
'Cause she has class. No one wants to see your nasty ass. Nope. Not everybody should be dressing like that.
It's
It's too revealing. It is.
So you
guys
think-
don't
you
do
think-
that.
you think
are
Libby Dunne-
guys showing bottom beanbag? Are guys doing that? Should I be doing that? I don't know. No, because it's not appropriate. Just because it's the style doesn't make it right.
Triple B,
That-
bottom
and by the way,
beanbag.
that doesn't mean I'm not staring and I'm not admiring sometimes. Of course I am. I'm a man.
But you want Libby Dunne wearing full bottom bathing suit on vacation with her?
No, because she's not my girlfriend. I don't care.
Yeah, but
So
you,
if she
but
wants to rock that, I'm like, go for her.
But
Good for her. I
If
don't
you
care.
were going away with some friends for a weekend, you would tell your girlfriend like, no, don't
Yeah, because
expose
I
that
know what a
butt.
pervert and creep you are.
Oh,
so
me.
why would I want my
Me.
girlfriend walking around like that in front of you? Yes, you. Yes. So why would I want that? Why would I want that? Guys are going to be guys.
Monty, your thoughts, because Monty, you came to our anniversary
But
party,
he's
and I feel
lying.
like
guys are going to be guys. So just because it's my girlfriend, you mean Rich isn't going to look at her? Well, think about it. I'm not saying women shouldn't be in style. I'm not saying women shouldn't wear these.
Listen to yourself.
I'm
You
saying they shouldn't wear them amongst family and friends. All right, Monty's going to weigh in on the other side. Your thoughts next. Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio.
It's Covino and Rich on Fox Sports Radio. Are you ready?
Yes! We talk about pop culture, we talk about sports, we talk about life.
It's a friendship on the radio.
When you talk about the best athlete in the world, you're probably thinking Jim Thorpe, right?
I'm thinking
joking.
Bo Jackson.
I'd have to throw myself at the age of 12 into the conversation.
You are the home run champion. When you find the commonality between sports and life, those analogies and conversations are the best.
You were dating some girl, and you were like,
Hey, babe, let's watch The Sixth Sense.
her mom walked in. Can you believe he was dead the whole time?
I wanted to get up.
Well, slow down, Dana White.
I don't want to say It's never boring.
If the Chiefs win,
Sorry, Patrick Mahomes here. What do you mean by if the Chiefs win?
Our friendship is real. It's authentic. You can't fake the funk.
We're the type of guys you'd want to hang out with at a sports bar. Best way to pick someone up at a bar?
Yeah.
Go up to a cute girl and say, oh, look at that bozo over there. And I'll point to you. We could make fun of each other, poke each other a little bit.
I call him Blubber Lips, Rich Davis, because he never stops talking.
He thinks he's the Mexican Fonz.
Yeah.
At any point, he's wearing a chain. You have a chain on?
Always.
Of course he has a chain on.
That's like asking me if I'm wearing cologne right now. Of course I am. We take a lot of pride in being inclusive and interactive on our show. Just the more the merrier.
Josh, Covino thinks that every man should own a leather jacket.
I only wear vegan leather.
Can you believe this guy?
I can't believe this guy. We have a very special connection with our audience, our listeners. People feel that friendship.
And I appreciate y'all's show. I love it.
It's all for you. Thank you.
Mike Tyson, Covino, loves to just challenge us with random Mike Tyson trivia.
Which accomplished celebrity purchased my sprawling Connecticut estate?
I'm going to go 50 Cent.
You are absolutely correct, 50 Cent. I love his song.
You can't schedule a big event during a big sports moment.
My family member scheduled their wedding the same night as a Julio Cesar Chavez fight. Everyone was glued to that fight instead of doing the electric slide.
This is weak.
Unbelievable. You're very tricky.
America, you got sports, you got fun, you got us.
Covino and Rich.
We're crushing it.
In college football, Ole Miss has released a statement acknowledging their historic season, but that the future of their head football coach, Lane Kiffin, will be announced this Saturday following their final regular season game against Mississippi State. In the NFL, the Giants have rolled out Jackson Dart for Week 12 against the Lions as he did not clear concussion protocol. Jameis Winston will get the start. Detroit tight end Sam Laporta underwent a back procedure and is now unlikely to return this season. This is according to head coach Dan Campbell. Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow is questionable for Week 12 against the Patriots, and so is quarterback Aaron Rodgers of the Steelers, who was a limited participant in practice today. But Colts quarterback Daniel Jones and Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson are both off the injury report. Chiefs running back Isaiah Pacheco will not play in Week 12 against the Colts. In men's college hoops at the Bad Boy Mowers Series late in the second half, number 9 BYU is up on number 23 Wisconsin, 87-58. Amancio Bolaños.
No, get ready for an action-packed week of football because it's not only Sunday football. You got 3 games on Thanksgiving and then Black Friday. Black Friday's the game I can't wait to watch.
Oh man,
Eagles, Bears. Muncie, give us a turkey.
You made me do this last year.
Well,
no,
it's more
I'm
like
not
a
doing it.
I was Sam.
There you go.
That was pretty good.
That is Rob Parker.
That was actually, it says Rob Parker turkey noise.
It
in the
is.
system.
Can we hear that again?
He's actually right out in the kitchen, so I hope he hears this.
All right, CNR on FSR. Let's rock.
As if you drugged the turkey.
Broadcasting live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Every Olympic dream starts with the first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
I took my daughter ice skating a year ago. It was going to be her first time. Would you believe some like older teens and some older people at the rink were using these little guider things to like help you learn? I'm like, if you're a grown up, you don't hold one of those things. You know what I'm talking about?
Why? They're
like
trying to
bumper bowling.
learn.
Like bumper bowling, you know?
They're trying to learn. Falling on the ice hurts.
Yeah, it's wet.
Okay.
Guess what? Go to learntosskateusa.com then. Don't take the little
It's
learning.
wet.
Don't take the little guiding things
Cold
from
and
the
wet.
kids,
That's
right?
And by the way,
if you use bumpers when you bowl as a grown-up, you should be embarrassed.
I agree with that. Yes.
Bumpers?
So this hour.
What about that like little rolly ramp? The thing that you put the ball on and it rolls down.
If you're drunk, you could do that.
Oh, okay.
See, it might be fun to challenge yourself, but no bumpers. Come on now.
Now, this hour, Rich's big TV game of the week.
You said it.
We got the TCL TV. Rich is going to tell you which one gets the big one. And Brainwave, the game that's sweeping the nation. Stick around for that. It's up in about 25 minutes. Make sure you call in when we ask you to. And you can watch the festivities on our YouTube channel, Covino and Rich FSR. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Brainwave is interactive. It's visual. Be a part of it and subscribe for free on YouTube, Covino and Rich FSR.
Well,
So,
can I get a word in on this Livy Dunne?
word in. Oh, poor Rich, the guy who yaps the whole show. Can I get a word in? Are you serious? Yeah, Rich, I'll sit back, get a word in. Because
Listen.
God knows you never get a word in.
Listen back later on tonight.
Listen back to the entire show. You get plenty of words in.
But like quality words.
Stop fighting! Yeah, oh, you mean like, what was the word of the week for Rich?
Yesterday.
Juxtaposition.
Shut up. That's a word that I've used for years.
Juxtaposition.
Still don't think it's real.
Not when Rich says it. No one's stopping you from getting a word in. But you can't put words in my mouth. Rich has taken my point out of context, completely out of context. It's not like I see Livy Dunne and I say, oh, she should be ashamed. I see Livy Dunne and I say, ooh, yeah, all right.
You're just stating your preference.
I'm saying for people in my life,
yes.
Yeah, it doesn't fly with me around mixed company, meaning, if my girlfriend wants to wear something like that and we're on vacation, it's just her and I don't care what she does. But if I'm at a pool party at Rich's house with all his stupid softball buddies, or, we're on a family vacation and my parents and sisters are there, you think that's appropriate for my girlfriend's ass to be out? Rich does.
It's the style. It's like
that doesn't mean diddly squat. That doesn't mean you can't find something appropriate. Have some class.
I'm not saying wear a
Be
string.
something to the
I'm not
imagination.
saying wear a string bikini that all it covers is like just your nipples and your bung bung. I'm saying what Livy Dunne is wearing in this picture that's on our YouTube page right now, youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR.
Oh.
I think that's a typical bathing suit where butts out my wife would wear at our pool on vacation.
Yeah, but that's not really a thong. That's just a.
No, that's
riding high.
It's right there. That's a
No,
compromise.
that's buns are out.
It's higher than a cheeky one.
That is not a.
But it's not full on thong.
It's not a thong.
Monty,
Yes,
you were at our 20th anniversary party in Vegas.
I was.
Cocktail in hand.
Several
Oh,
cocktails.
should I pull up these photos?
No. Let's
Nope.
not. Let's not pull anything up. Let's not pull anything up. No. We're good.
Monty.
No.
If you look hard enough, you'll find them. But Monty, Monty was out, buns were out because you wear a modern day bikini women wear.
I do.
You and Lorena were there, and you both had smaller cut bottoms because it's the what?
I don't think it's
Style.
no. I mean, let's be real. It's because I work hard on my body and I want to show it off. It's not the style.
Atta girl.
I mean, let's be real. Why I'm putting that on? It's not the style. There's a reason I'm showing it off.
And there's also a big difference between what Monty had on and what the girls working there had on.
Yes.
Right? Those are full on cheeks out. Monty had a compromise on.
I had an in between.
That's an in between. There's
An
nothing wrong with that.
in-between.
I have no problem with that because that to me is like you got to stay contemporary.
In
Right?
betweener.
Yeah, but I will say I will agree. Like at the gym, you'll never see me wear those outfits at the gym.
Yeah, I think the
I'm
gym.
not- yeah.
The gym. I think people push the envelope, and then you see these
Right.
videos of women at the gym wearing next to nothing, and then they get mad if a guy glances over
Yeah.
and like try to roast him on TikTok, and it's like
Makes no sense. It makes no sense
Yeah.
because what I just said, I purposely wore that right out at the pool party,
But what I'm saying is,
not at the gym.
Livy Dunne is wearing what most women wear in 2025. Covino's more conservative. I feel like, hey, you got a good body, show it off. And I don't think you need to change the bathing suit you wear based on who's going to the pool party or who's on
You
vacation.
think it's appropriate for your wife with her ass out in front of your dad? In front of like your cousins? You think that's appropriate?
Should there be full crack
On what planet?
coverage?
Just because people do it doesn't make it like it's a great thing. Doesn't mean it should be like appropriate.
break out the granny
You
suit
think
that
my
day?
girlfriend should have her ass out in front of my mom and dad at a family party? Because it's the style.
Yeah, Steve, I can't believe she's wearing that.
It's the style. You think that would be? You think that'd go over well
Your
with
mother's-
my like Italian and Mexican family?
Your mother's head would spin off.
You know what they would say? Did you see her with her ass out?
They'd call her a trollop.
But if you want to do that again, like I said, if she wants to dress that way,
Did your mom say that about me, Covino?
hell no.
Okay.
She's a trollop.
No.
Yeah, if it was up to Covino's mom, you would have wore a scuba suit.
But it's not about appeasing
Brenda's
my mom.
grandmother calls them hussies.
It's about being appropriate. That's all it is. It's about having some self-respect and some
My
class.
God, that's right. Your mom came
It's
to
about
our,
reading the room. Should you be walking around little kids like that? There's
Your
little
mom-
boys around. Should you have your ass out?
Your mom came to our 20th anniversary party as well in Vegas. Was her head spinning off at some of the wait staff?
No, I don't remember hearing anything about it.
Say because she realizes it's reality. It's life.
Well, doesn't make it right. Doesn't make it appropriate. There's a time and place. It's Vegas. It was a pool party. No one's complaining about that.
Yeah, well, hey, you can see the pictures.
And
we're
I'm not
talking
complaining about Livy Dunne either.
You can see the photos.
She's not my girlfriend.
We're talking about youtube.com/@Covino and Rich FSR. So, hey, break out those buns. I'm a fan. All right, hey, let's do it. My big TV game of the week, NFL.
You should see my setup. I got an extra TV.
The game that I will have. We should call it Rich's Big TV Game of the Week.
It's Rich's Big TV Game of the Week.
I'm going to put cheeks on my big TV. All right, let's do this. Big TV Game of the Week. What the big TV comes Sunday. Let's take a look at the first game that I see pop up on the schedule is the game that I think undeniably gets the big TV because you could say Patriots Bengals. Maybe if Burrow somehow finds a way back. Jets Ravens. Seahawks are going to kill the Titans. Vikings Packers is a good battle, but Packers need to win to stay in the loop on things. Giants Lions, no thanks. There's two games. You might say, ooh, Steelers Bears? Caleb Williams, could he jump out to 8-3? No, because there's the best game of this early season right now. Colts at Chiefs. The Chiefs are on playoff life support. If the Chiefs lose, you might see Travis Kelce doing press come playoff and Super Bowl time. Hey, Danny, you know at the Super Bowl we never really get to interview many Kansas City Chiefs? Why is that?
They're always in the
They're
game.
always there. they may be on the outside looking in, and they may have that off year we talked about. So that's
the only advantage they have is it's at Kansas City. It's at home. Because I think the Colts are going to bring it.
Not that it matters at all.
And you said Daniel Jones is good, right? He's ready to go?
Yeah. That's
but
what
he's
Monty
still
said.
on shaky legs, I guess. He's not 100%, clearly.
Not that it matters. But is this a game where Taylor's shown on TV? Is she there to support Travis in this big, high-pressure, high-leverage game? Or is this one where it's like, yo, babe, stay behind. Like, we need to be totally focused. Like, where do you...
Who's the real Taylor at this game?
Oh, is it Jonathan Taylor or Taylor Swift?
The only Taylor we should be talking about is Jonathan Taylor.
Well,
Who gives a diddly squat about Taylor Swift?
But I wonder if she's there to cheer on her man in a high-leverage spot. So that's definitely, by far, your big TV game of the week. Thank you, TCL. You got Colts at Chiefs in the early games.
I don't know. I like the Steelers-Bears, too, though.
I mean, that's a good one. I wish it wasn't on the same time.
And Aaron Rodgers did say something about, like, he wants to put the old bygones behind them. Right? Bygones be bygones.
He doesn't want to be the villain to Bears fans any longer.
Right.
I still own you. Own you. He does have his non-throwing wrist is a concern.
He wants to bury the hatchet and like have just a fun game against the Bears.
What's the origins of bygones be bygones? I don't even know what that means.
I mean, you know what it means. I don't know the origins.
Yeah, like what does bygones be? But we know what it means.
Bygone era? I don't know.
But what does bury the hatchet mean? What's the origin of that? All right, let's go to your late games. Jags at Cardinals, snooze fest. Browns at Raiders. Again, not so awesome. Falcons at Saints.
A lot of interest, though, on Shedeur Sanders.
Oh, you know what, Danny?
In fact, a lot of prop bets that we might get to later on.
You know what, Danny? Well stated, my friend. And in fact, Eagles-Cowboys might be where people are leaning because you want to see if the Eagles are – because if the Eagles dominate, then you can make the argument that, all right, they're 9-2. They've taken care of everything they need to take care of.
So earlier in the show on Doug Gottlieb, I actually mentioned with Dan Byron, Aaron Torres, that I thought the Browns-Raiders game was going to be a big watch, a big draw.
Yeah.
And Dan looked it up, and only like a part of Ohio is getting the game because it's going up against other matches that are more important. So it's actually not going to be easily accessible to the people you think it would be.
That's
so regional.
Super.
When they break down the regional coverage for Fox and CBS, you're saying that such a little pocket of the country is getting the Browns Raiders.
Exactly.
You need Sunday ticket.
Same with Nevada too, right, Monty?
Yeah.
Part of Nevada's not even going to see the Raiders.
Not getting it. Yeah.
Man, that's
so
wild.
It's the battle of the 2-8 Browns versus the Raiders at Las Vegas.
You know that the Eagles Cowboys are going to get big time ratings. So, which is why Fox would clearly say, let's put that on probably 80% of our markets as the late game of the week. But I think you got to keep a close eye. Danny G, I'm so glad you said that. That's the better game. But Shedeur starting against your Raiders, I think we're going to start to see, is this guy maybe NFL material or not? Is the potential there because he's been able to prepare? This is not like, throw him in the game. Mm-hmm. He's taken first-team reps.
Still his first start, too, though.
First-team reps, first start. There's going to be a lot of hype around it.
He
Vegas.
only completed 25% of his passes, so there's a lot of question marks about, how well he can perform with a week ready to go here. And there's a lot of layers here. The other storyline, remember, because you guys last year on the show were hoping that the Raiders would bring Shedeur into Vegas. Raiders passed on him with pick 6, 58, 68, 98, 99, 108, and 135.
Damn. Yeah, that's right. We thought his Brady connection was going to bring him there.
So, if anything, this is almost an FU game from Shedeur to the Raiders. So, you know what? You might think, the other game, Eagles, Cowboys, higher profile. You know what? Check in on that game. No one said the big game has to be the full game. Watch the first half of the Browns-Raiders just to see how Shedeur comes out.
There's a lot of curiosity.
Just out of the curiosity.
Yeah.
In fact,
and does Max Crosby get after him?
That is your TCL game of the week for the late games. I'm putting on Browns-Raiders. And then, of course, Sunday night, Bucks-Rams. That's a really good one. If the Rams win, they're favored by 7. The game's in L.A. Baker Mayfield's, he said he's ready to go. And by the way, congrats to Baker Mayfield. They're expecting a baby boy, and he said he's excited that he's going to have another little S-head.
Are they naming him Chef? That's all I care about.
Chef Bakerfield?
Chef and Baker.
Chef and Baker. Oh.
Come on!
Horrible. But yeah, Baker said he's excited.
Yeah, he joked. He said, I'm going to have a little S-head on my hands.
Yeah, hey, all little boys are. We Danny, you and I have sons, and pain in the butt. But yeah, good games this week.
Lovable pain in the butt.
Thanks to TCL for our games of the week. Now, before we get to Brainwave, Danny G, can you just throw me a couple of those Shador prop bets and we'll just zip them off real quick? Because there's a lot of Shador bets that are going to be thrown around Vegas this week.
Yeah, our friends at DraftKings have an entire menu of Sanders prop bets. There's 11 in all. Will he have a rushing attempt longer than 10 yards? Will he have a rushing attempt longer than 20? Will he throw 2 or more touchdown passes or score 1 or more rushing? Will he have a completion of 40 yards or longer? 50?
Hold on. Let's start again.
Okay.
I think the 20-yard, no way. Like, Shador, we are fooled because his dad was one of the most athletic guys ever. And we're also fooled because he's an African-American quarterback. And there's a lot of stereotype that goes along with the mobility. He's a pocket passer. Shador is not known to be. He's not some mobile, going to run.
Yeah, in college he ran when he had to.
He had to. So, like, let's, stereotypes aside and the fact that his dad is Deion Sanders, maybe a 10-yard run? Because if they spread, if the field spread out.
So you say yes to 10, no to 20.
He's not running for 20 yards on a there's no 20-yard gain for Shador. 2 or more touchdowns? Ooh, that's it.
Raiders defense is decent. It's been the offense, the big, huge problem this year. So the defense is out on the field way too long, and they wear down. You see what happens to them in the fourth quarter.
All right, so 2 or more touchdowns?
That is a tough one.
I don't think so.
And then will he have a completion of 40 yards or longer?
No.
50?
No. I think
remember, he went 4 for 16 last week. 47 yards and 1 interception. That was it.
Yeah. Will he have 25 yards or more passing in each quarter, 50 yards or more in each quarter, 100 or more yards in each half?
Well, if you think they're going to beat the Raiders, he has to do some of this, I would imagine.
I'm going to give you my stat line for Shador, and we'll see how accurate I am on Monday. I feel pretty confident about this just off the top of my dome right now. And then we'll play Brainwave if you want in. The number is 877-99 on Fox. We'll give away a prize. You can watch on the YouTube channel, listen on the app, wherever. But I would suggest watching. It's a lot of fun. Very interactive game, Brainwave. We'll play that next. But I'm going to go Shador Sanders. This is what I got, Danny G. He's going to be 17 for 30, 170, 1 touchdown.
1 pick.
1 pick. It's like going to be I gave you just the most mediocre stats because I don't think he's going to blow it up, but I don't think he's going to be terrible. So
you think he'll rush in for a touchdown or no?
You know what?
How about 1 TD, 1 rushing?
No. Just one passing touchdown, 1 interception, 17 for 30, 170, and it's a very close game that, Danny, do you want to win this? I'll take your...
I mean, you should always want to win every Sunday.
He rushed for 16 yards in his debut.
By the way,
5 yards per carry, 5.3 yards per carry.
There's something else that's interesting about these Sanders prop bets. Only the overs are offered, not the unders. That's generally good, it says, because the unders are more easily manipulated. One solution for potential prop betting rigging is to never offer unders.
All right, 17 for 30, 171 tutty. I think final score, Raiders win 24-21.
Wow.
Browns cover the 4-point spread.
All right, so your thoughts, lots of prop bets, lots of interest on the first official start for Shador Sanders. Your thoughts and Brainwave. Next, the game that's sweeping the nation. You want in? You want to win a Covino Rich Fox Sports Radio Nerf football just in time for Christmas time? Hit us up at 877-99 on Fox. It's multiple choice, so your chance to play next right here on Fox Sports Radio. Now, Rich.
Yep.
Finally figured out why my place is the hangout spot for all my friends.
Why do people want to hang with you? I mean, why do people want to hang with you?
It's the TCL, dude. The TCL. Exactly. TCL. QD Mini LED. The brightness is wild. The contrast is deep. The color spot on. And the motion, silky.
And
just looks better. Looks way better.
The price even looks better because bigger, brighter, better Black Friday with up to 50% off select TCL TVs, including the Ultimate Series.
From the QM8K, the ultimate choice, ultimate brightness, ultimate black levels, for the ultimate game day experience to the QM6K, there's a sweet spot for every room.
Premium picture on sale now. Plus, you could still enter to win those 4 Super Bowl tickets with the TCL Ultimate Season to score, all at TCL.com.
Yeah, definitely check that out, TCL.com. And if you win, take us. Hit your favorite retailer and grab the amazing deal. Lock in epic experiences, epic savings, and undeniable bragging rights now through Black Friday while supplies last.
TCL, official TV partner of the NFL. Bigger, brighter, better Black Friday. Select models, limited time. See TCL.com for details.
I feel like there's something getting in the way of us acknowledging Austin Reeves as a superstar.
Honestly, it's the most obvious observation, which would be an obvious observation. But
Good
could
one.
it be that he's just such an unassuming superstar? Like, he's such a goober, such a aw shucks kind of guy that he doesn't get the credit he deserves?
Just say out loud what everyone's thinking.
I'm just
He's
saying,
like a goofy-looking white guy.
Yeah, maybe that's what gets in his way because the stats are showing otherwise. The stats are saying he's on his way. He's on his way to superstardom. He's on his way to being a bigger star. He already should be that guy because he's got the numbers and he's on the Lakers. He's in L.A. He's playing with Luka and maybe tonight with LeBron. Like, he should already be that guy, but he's taking like a slow burn to the mountaintop.
You just said it. You said it. I'll give you the analogy. As our show intro said, I could somehow turn an analogy. What was it? Micah Parsons and sweaters? How about this? The Bachelor and Austin Reeves.
Okay.
You ever watch The Bachelor? Might have got stuck watching with the girlfriend or wife.
Unfortunately, yes.
And you see all these girls on the show.
Ooh.
And in their hometown, they're the hottest. Ooh. Every dude gives them attention. Ooh, she's from Salt Lake City. She's from Austin. She's from Nashville. In their town, oh my God, everyone's sweating them, drooling over them. But then when you put them in a room with 25 other hot girls, it's like pageant life. They're all hot. So you better step it up. And I think Austin Reeves is just in a room with Luka, LeBron. He was in a room with Anthony Davis. L.A. and the Lakers, stars.
I don't even know if it's that. Actually, that's a great analogy, so I'm not dumping on it. It's actually a solid analogy. Maybe he's just not sexy enough for L.A., and he has to put up circus numbers to really get their attention.
So you think
when
he needs a glow up? You think he needs an Austin Reeves L.A. glow up?
A regular-looking guy, regular fella, and that's what makes him extra charming and I think more dangerous because people don't expect that from this guy. But like I said, the numbers say otherwise. Check this out.
Are you saying that he is wearing Adam Sandler shorts to the gym when he should be wearing like Aloe or Lululemon or something?
Yeah, he needs a glow up. Get this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Austin Reeves has the second most 25-point games by a Laker guard since 2000. Only Kobe had more. Second only to Kobe is unreal.
Kobe.
So Reeves is now in serious company. But he has to be at Kobe level to start getting this recognition. Yeah, everybody knows he's got game. Everybody knows he's what did they describe him as earlier? Like he's a bad man kind of. I forget how he was described, but on the court they know he's great, but the world needs to recognize. And then
I'm telling you, there's a sense of he's a gooberish white guy, and I think people compare him to like Caruso for some reason, or like
because he's white. Because he's white and unassuming.
Yeah, it's just there's something to be said about that, and like that's not racist. It's not. It's just. But
I think Caruso had more swag right off the bat. Austin Reeves had to find the headband and get the floppy here to the side.
But you know what it is? Like, we can't be fake about this. If you go to the schoolyard and you see some dad with whack-ass shorts and a headband on, and he's beating the young, flashy players in, like, schoolyard ball, that's sort of what Austin Reeves is doing. Everyone else seems like they have way more swag and way more style and way everything. And this guy just, he knows how to ball. And like you said, there's nothing sexy about him. Even his post games, like he's sort of like, he's charming in a goofy way.
I forget what Reddick said about him, though. He's something about, like, everyone on the court knows that he's dangerous. He's a bad dude. Reeves has been playing like a superstar, not just a good player. Like, to get attention, he has to be a superstar, and that's what he's doing. After going 5 for 9 from deep against the Bucks, Austin Reeves has officially passed Caldwell Pope for 7th place on the Lakers' all-time 3-points made list. Total three-pointers made, Reeves, 523 threes. 523 threes, 37% in 291 games. Caldwell Pope, 522 threes and 38%, 292 games. So he's just climbing the ranks left and right, day after day, numbers going up. And as these memes and as the stats show, he's just getting started. Like, so He's already climbing the three-point ranks for Lakers. He's in Kobe company, and I still don't think he's getting that superstar treatment he deserves.
Woo!
All right.
Yeah, buddy.
Iowa Sam with the Stone Roses. Love spreads. Spreads what? Love spreads. And rest in peace, bassist Gary Mountfield passed away at 63. So I'm slapping the bass on his behalf.
And the cheeks.
And some cheeks. Stone Roses rocking out on the Covino and Rich Show, Fox Sports Radio. Danny G, Iowa Sam, Monty. Spots on the videos, Covino and Rich FSR. I suggest you hit up the YouTube page right now because we're all going to play a game, and it's interactive. You got to watch Brainwave. We're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. For over 40 years, Tire Rack's been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Shipped fast and free, backed by free road hazard protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be.
Time for our game. Let's do it. Brainwave.
Do Covino and Rich really share the same brain?
Doris Day, Red, Johnny Ray, of Pacific, South Pacific, Joe DiMaggio.
Is their crew not far behind?
We're one.
Welcome to Brainwave.
Try to make sense of the brain.
It's easy. We drop fun sports, music, and entertainment questions. And if you match with enough of these bozos, you win.
I love that.
On the count of three, reveal.
Brainwave.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Locked in.
You guys are on the same wavelength right now.
All right, happy Friday. The questions in this game are all subjective. You just need to try and match the brain of CNR and the crew. Let's get our contestant on the studio line, and then we'll explain the game. Mark is the first one through from Carson City, Nevada. What up, Mark?
Hi, Mark.
What's up, guys?
How you doing this Friday?
I'm doing good. Just sitting here. Been listening to you guys since 2 o'clock.
Nice.
Dude,
Good man.
What a guy.
Thank
what a
you,
guy.
Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Thanks for calling.
Thank you for listening to both hours of the show. Here's how the game works. I have 5 rounds ready to go. Our contestant needs to win 2 of them to be the champ and walk away with a CNR Turbo Nerf football.
Turbo.
I'm going to ask a sports, music, or entertainment question and then give 3 debatable answers to choose from. The 6 of us in studio are going to write down our answers on these dry erase boards you can see on our YouTube channel. That'll give you, Mark, time to answer, to get your answer ready. Then on the count of 3, Mark shouts his answer out, and we go around the studio to reveal ours. He's got a match with 4 of us to win the round, so he's got to go 667, or no matter the caller's answer. If all 6 of us in the studio match, Mark automatically wins that round. All right, here we go. Round 1. Let's start with entertainment. Which of these 80s video games would a kid today enjoy the most? Tetris, Super Mario Brothers, or Pac-Man? All popular throwbacks at Dave & Buster's, by the way.
Right,
Tetris.
What would a kid today like?
Yep, Super Mario Brothers or Pac-Man.
Super Mario with Duck Hunt or just Super Mario?
Stop it. All right, Super Mario.
I got it.
All right, we're all writing our answers down.
Locked.
Everybody locked in?
Oh, locked in.
Locked.
All right.
Lock it.
Mark, we need your answer. 1, 2, 3.
Super Mario Brothers.
He says Super Mario Brothers. We're going to start with Covino.
Boom, I said Super Mario Brothers.
Oh!
Or as
Right.
we called it in New Jersey, Super Mario.
Yeah,
Brothers.
Mario.
It's Mario.
No, it's Mario.
All right, Rich Davis.
You ever meet an Italian guy that's like, my name's Mario?
Mario.
Mario. Like your Uncle Mario.
My Uncle Mario.
At first I was gonna say Tetris because I was like maybe because apps on a phone it might be like no, but you know what, with all the Mario brand that continued, the movie and everything, they would love the OG Super Mario Brothers.
All right.
Bam.
Monty.
There is only one correct answer, and it's Super Mario Bros.
Yeah.
That's right.
Spot, does he win this clean?
It's me, Mario.
Win.
Or it's Sumi,
Mario.
Mario.
All right, so you get that round, Mark. Sam, what did you?
I also had Mario. It's a me, Mario.
You know,
Mario.
A couple months ago, Brenda and I took little Koa to Dave & Buster's. There was a line for Pac-Man on the big screen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
all the kids were lined up for it.
I think a lot of people downplay the significance, importance, the impact of Pac-Man, how popular he was.
It's too stressful for me.
What are the names of the ghosts again, Covino?
Pinky, Blinky.
Nice.
Stinky and Clyde?
Yeah, Clyde. I know Clyde's one of them.
Blinky?
Is Bonnie there too?
No.
No, it's just they all rhyme except for Clyde.
All right, great
All right,
job,
yeah,
man.
Mark, you're halfway to seeing our prize. Let's go to round 2, sports.
All right.
Yeah, sports.
Which of these teams is guilty of the biggest choke job? The Yankees in the 2004 ALCS, sorry, Covino. The Falcons in Super Bowl 51, or the Bills in Super Bowl 25. So that's, of course, the Red Sox, the Patriots, and Scott Norwood. All right, so Yankees, Falcons, or Bills. Think about it, guys. Write it down.
Locked
I'm
in.
changing my answer. Mid penmanship.
I like it. All right.
Locked.
All right, locked.
Okay, everybody's locked in?
Locked and loaded.
Jizz.
Mark, we need your answer on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yankees.
Yankees, he says. All right, we're going to start in reverse order this time. Iowa. All right, Samuel L. Johnson.
I have many hands. I need 5 hands over here. I said those dirty birds, the Falcons, 28-3.
All right, that's 1 X.
28-3.
Well, you know what, Mark? You get 1 point for me because I said Yankees.
All right.
Yep. All right. Spotty Boy.
I also said Yankees.
Ah, that's 2.
Come on.
All right, Monty.
It's a sad day in the Bronx.
I said the Bills because they've never won, and they've made it how many times?
I don't. So you're saying like the fact
it was
that they
4 in
were
a
that
row.
close?
That they were that and did it like 3 times in a row or something like that? Like
Yeah.
It was
that's
4
bad.
straight. 4 in a row.
4 in a row?
Yeah,
No, it's got to
remember
be
the
Bills.
acronym Bills. What is it? Something
Bills beats Battlestar Galactica.
Because I like losing Super Bowls.
That yep,
Got you. All
yeah,
right.
has to.
Rich Davis.
That's cruel. I'd never heard that before.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what? My first instinct, I said I changed my answer. I was gonna write down Falcons 28-3, third quarter. Matt Ryan gets sacked when they were in field goal position. Like they did everything possible to lose that game. But nothing better than down 0-3. Right, Big Poppy? Right, Big Poppy? Yankees!
The Yankees lose!
Hey.
The Yankees lose!
So
Go
this-
Yankees!
This round all rides on Covino's answer right now.
You think I'm going to go against my own Yankees? I am going against my own Yankees.
Oh, wow.
What makes it significant is they were rivals, and they had to win 3 in a row to do that. So
4 in a row.
I mean, 4 in a row to do that,
yeah.
which makes it worse. And they were like 1 out away, and it's
Insane.
horrible. I go be here right there in 2004.
You know who
Yeah.
started? You know who started the rally, Monty? Your manager, Dave Roberts.
It's the
right.
stolen base that changed the whole series.
And by the way, I see that Dave Roberts. It feels like he's 100 years different in age than this Dave Roberts.
Yeah.
It was
Let's
horrible.
Yankee lose!
Let's play round 3. This is for a koozie to throw into the prize pack.
Okay, let's
So
do
he's
it.
already won.
Yeah, let's go to the music category. Which of these male R&B stars would have the most screaming women at the iHeart Theater in Burbank?
Dude,
Usher,
who would have them throwing thongs?
I hope Diddy's not on the list.
The Weeknd, or Chris Brown?
Oh.
Which of these male R&B stars would have the most screaming women at the iHeart Theater in Burbank?
What type of screaming?
All right, we're writing our answers down right
I'm
now.
locked.
Wait, who are they again?
Usher,
Pay attention.
The Weeknd, or Chris Brown?
Sorry, I was making Chris Brown jokes.
Okay.
Locked.
All right, everybody's locked in? All right, Mark, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
I'm going to say the Weekend because I don't know who any of them are.
What?
How do you
Well,
know?
I know
Mark,
You don't know
huge,
Usher?
Mark is
Yeah.
a huge R&B fan.
How old are you?
I mean, these guys have top 40 hits, not just R&B hits.
It's like at least
I know who they are. I just don't know. I don't listen to them.
Okay.
it's okay.
All right, we'll start with Covino.
It's Usher. He's the ladies' man, and that's just his whole vibe.
Watch
He leads
this.
with like sexuality.
Rich Davis, top 40 guy.
I mean, he's undeniably like smooth as could be. Interviewed him a bunch of times over the years, and no one cooler than Usher Raymond. Usher.
All right. Monty Bolaños.
I'm going to take it nice and slow here.
Oh.
Usher.
Usher.
I know what to play when Monty comes by.
Spotty.
I also went with Usher.
Okay, so he's out of the running for the koozie, right?
Well, if we all get it right.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
All right.
It
Yeah, that's
counts.
true. I forgot that rule.
Do you guys not see these endless reels of Chris Brown bringing the women up on stage and them all going crazy?
Let me tell you who
But
I'm
he
not
has a bad
screaming for.
reputation, too.
Yeah, let me tell you who I'm not screaming for. Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You know, can I tell you a Chris Brown story? Real quick.
Me and Danny both said Chris Brown
What?
because he does move the needle with women.
He does something
Despite-
with women, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Listen,
like
I
that
know
he
his
slaps
reputation.
He slaps women around. He's a
No,
jerk.
the whole Rihanna thing.
No
Yeah,
woman
I
should
know.
respect or swoon over Chris Brown.
I know, but
Sorry.
women freak out over him. That's why I wrote it
Right
down.
now, because that's what you're seeing. But you put both of those and you make women pick, they're going to go to Usher.
Yeah,
I'd
go to Usher.
I have a Chris Brown story that I'm going to tell after we thank Mark for playing.
Yeah,
Thanks, Mark.
and,
Congratulations.
And he won the
Hey,
Turbo
Mark.
Football. Yeah, so Mark, hang on the line, okay?
Way to go, man.
Covino could back me up on this. It was like a chump moment. Covino and I were at a bar. It was like a club in New York City called Hawaiian Tropic Zone. Do you remember that place?
Of course.
It was like
Do I remember? They hired me to oil up the women. Remember?
it was a cheeks out. You were okay with that, huh?
Oh, didn't you turn it down and pass it along to some guy in the town over?
Yeah.
There's a town just that way. Chris Brown was at the same club with us in a VIP section. He comes up to us. I thought he was about to ask us a question or something or be like, hey, what's going on? He hands me his drink just so he could start dancing in front of all these women. And they were, as Danny G said, swooning.
Yeah.
And he just starts popping and locking. And then he looks at me and goes, give me my drink back. I was his biatch. Had just held his drink.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, what?
You were his
What?
drink assistant.
Yeah, he's like, yo.
You were his Farnsworth.
Yeah, I was. He's like, hold this. And he literally just started busting him.
Rich held his umbrella, too.
Yeah,
And then he
might
was
as well.
rudely like, give me that back.
And he's like, give me that back. I'm like, oh man. I was
Yeah,
like,
I
don't
didn't
hit
say
me.
he was a nice guy. And Monty, I feel like there's a lot of women who think they could fix him throughout the years. No, that's what there's like a lot of debate
Sure.
and women
Sure.
argue. Underneath the clips of him, there's
Sure.
always women arguing about that.
No, you're not wrong, but I do think if we put them in a room together, I think Usher would get majority of the ladies.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good question. Thank you, Danny G. Great questions again on Brainwave. Let's go
Brainwave.
to
Yeah.
Monty Bolaños for an
Okay.
update. Monty, what's doing?
All right, guys. Week 12 of the NFL continues this weekend. A lot of big matchups, as you guys have been talking about. But the Giants have rolled out Jackson Dart for their matchup against the Lions. He did not clear concussion protocol, so Jameis Winston will get the start again. Speaking about the Lions, their tight end Sam Laporta underwent a back procedure. He's unlikely to return this season. My fantasy team is not happy to hear that. Other quarterbacks that are questionable: Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. They're playing the Patriots. Also, Steelers quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He was a limited participant in practice today. But Colts quarterback Daniel Jones and Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson are both off the injury report. Saints running back Alvin Kamara, Packers running back Josh Jacobs, and Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker III, they are all listed as questionable for Week 12. The Broncos and kicker Will Lutz have agreed to terms on a 3-year contract extension through 2028. Also, in case you missed it, the jersey worn by Jacoby Brissett this last Sunday, where he set the NFL's all-time single game record with 47 completions, is now on display at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. I thought so too. When it comes to college football, Ole Miss released a statement acknowledging their historic season and all, but that the future of their head coach Lane Kiffin is going to be announced this Saturday following their final regular season game against Mississippi State. James Franklin's new 5-year deal at Virginia Tech includes an average salary of $8.2 million over the course of the deal. This is according to ESPN. And in college hoops, number 9 BYU defeated number 23 Wisconsin 98-70. Back to you guys.
Thank you,
Hey,
Monty.
Jess.
Before we get to weekend hobnobbing and what to watch in the world of sports and entertainment this weekend, everyone look at your YouTube screen right now. I want to decide: is this enough booty coverage was that?
That's a thong.
You don't think that's enough butt coverage?
I mean, no, that's a thong. That's no coverage.
You drew that?
You've been practicing drawing asses?
What are you?
This guy's the Bob Ross of asses. Look at him.
What are you, Adam Sandler and Billy Madison?
I was going to say, I think
what
this is
is that?
this is the proper coverage of a butt.
That's actually not bad. I'll give him credit.
Sam, you can't take this picture home with you.
Looks like
We'll
the
be
symbol
back.
on a toxic waste container.
We have more CNR.
Biohazard.
And of course, what to watch in the world of not only sports but entertainment this weekend. We do weekend hobnobbing next.
Let's start with Cam Scattaboo, or as I called him, Scam Cattaboo.
Ooh, Scattaboo.
He's getting a lot of negative press this week.
Yeah.
What's
It's all
he
bullshit.
doing?
It's all bullshit because he goes to Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And since we talked about it, just a little update. Coach said it was an organized trip for the rookies on the team. It's bonding. They do things like this. It's just everyone, because he's hurt, has a fucking problem with him shoving wrestlers.
Bad optics, though.
The Judgment Day.
Think of how Giants fans feel knowing how much promise he had this season. Breaks an ankle. It's like, yo, man, what's he doing on that ankle right there? We know it's fake and all, but anything could happen.
Yeah, but like I said the other day.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry, Spot. Wrestling it's real, buddy. It's real.
What are you talking about?
I mean, it is sports entertainment, but
it's a bit of a tussle. It could be rough. Gotta be gentle. Take it easy. As they say in New York, take it easy.
I have a question.
Take it easy.
Come on, Cam, take it easy. He's celebrating his 10,000th follower. So he has 10,000 followers on Twitch. So what he does is he takes an energy drink in celebration, he puts it in a cleat, and he does the infamous shoey. There you go. I don't get down like this. This is where the party stops for me. I'm not that kind of guy. I'm not the less bash heads and less, punch a wall kind of guy.
I mean, it's his own shoe.
Yeah, but that's gross.
I hope it's a clean shoe.
I mean, but regardless, it's his shoe. If
But
it was,
dude,
I wouldn't drink out of your shoe.
When people do shoeys, they're not always clean shoes. Look at them. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, let's go shoeys. So I call this, you can call it whatever you want. But me personally, Steve Covino, I call this the weakest party moves.
Oh, this is your no-no list?
Yeah, this is Steve Covino's no-no list. I don't get down like that.
All right, so
if
you're a guy like Covino,
if someone's like, yo, dude, let's do a shoey, I'm like, how about no?
I've heard Covino actually say at parties, even when he was younger, even before he knew him, for some reason, Covino's like, I don't scattaboo.
I don't scattaboo. I don't scat. Hey, you know what? You scattaboo. I'm going to go talk to some chicks. That was my mindset back
here
then.
we go.
No,
all right,
seriously,
so one of the things that
this
even
isn't like a turnoff, dude.
Even when you were in college and you were living with your buddies at the frat house or whatever the hell you were doing, what are the things you would never do?
You could call these fun time party antics from back in the day. I call these weak ass moves. These moves come with a lifetime guarantee. No ass for a lifetime. Guaranteed.
For people that aren't a stick in the mud like you, maybe things that we've graduated past.
Fine. Whatever you want to call it.
Okay, let's go.
I'm kicking it off with keg stands. Have I done one in my life? One. One and done. No bueno.
I don't think I've ever done
Lame. Vatos don't keg stand. That's a rare photo right there.
That's what I said.
So keg standing.
No, this is a photo of you from college.
Get out of here.
I graduated. What else does not fly with Steve Covino?
Body shots.
Off of dudes?
Anybody. Like really,
I mean,
if she's a smoke show and I'm just a horned up dude, yeah, fine. But it's not always like a hot chick that you're getting a body shot from.
Here's the problemo. I'll tell you, I've done body shots off of some good-looking ladies back in the day.
You want to drink a shot out of someone's lint-filled belly button?
No, but here's the problem.
This isn't your style?
But here's the problem.
I don't even know what's going on.
I've done body shots off of women at bars in my 20s, but here's the problem.
Meanwhile,
much like
50 other guys have done shots off the same woman.
I mean, if you want to take the words out of my mouth, go ahead. Do the show by yourself then.
Well, don't you have that strip club theory?
My strip club theory is every time you put your face in some girl's big boobs, you're rubbing another dude's face essentially because some other guy's face was right there. So same theory with the body shot.
Barf.
Hot in theory, but the reality is you're like licking her belly where some other dude probably licked her belly.
Let me ask you this. I get it. We all do dumb things when we're young, right? And you could chalk it up to, hey, man, I was in my 20s. And that's fine.
Yeah.
But you got to graduate from these things. Beer funnels / helmets.
Okay, I'm with you. I never felt the instinct, and I'm not saying I'm above it. We've all had our fair share of drunk fun times as young men, but I've never felt the urge to like funnel anything.
Never needed it that bad.
I could pace myself and still get buzzed, you know?
And, the beer helmet, nothing says you're a loser sports fan or just a loser, period, than a beer helmet. Here's one I've done once. I remember clear as day, and I'm like, this is the most overrated experience ever.
What?
the ice luge.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. I love
Stick in your face. Again, it's all sticky. You're doing some weak, sticky shot, and your face is there, and it's all dripping down your face, and you're putting your face where some other dude's
but
face
the ice
was.
melts, so it's no longer germy. Listen, I'm not.
What's the science behind that?
I'm not doing it as a 40-year-old man, but let me tell you, when I was a young man in college, I remember going to
Today's Friday.
Welcome back to the CNR Experience. Streaming live at Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube for free. Join the fun and check out Overpromised, our bonus podcast. We talked about all sorts of fun stuff. In fact, I'll tell you about it in a few minutes. Right now, we're live from the Fox Sports Radio studio. Every Olympic dream starts with that first glide. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com. And that brings us to something we do every Friday. We get you ready for the weekend with Weekend Hobnob.
Let's go.
Living for the weekend. Your winning bets for talking points if you get stuck socializing.
You ever done anything dangerous?
You ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight?
That is dangerous.
Friday brings us Weekend Hobnob.
Now, when you get home later on and you're doing the bowl scroll, you're going to see that AJ, Anthony Joshua, and Jake Paul had their first stare down, and it's like Balboa looking up at Drago.
Yo, there's no way he beats Anthony Joshua. That's December 19th. Not this weekend, but you should watch the stare down.
Speaking of fights, this weekend, you're not watching Jake Paul, but Devin Haney. Is he Heine? Devin Haney's back fighting Brian Norman Jr., and that's on DAZN. Could he avoid Norman Jr.'s left hook? We'll find out. Devin Haney looking ripped. He has a lot to prove, to be honest. So we'll see. Enjoy that fight. Our old pal has a new comedy special this weekend. He was parodied last weekend on SNL. Sebastian Maniscalco getting out of my car to watch the new special. Hulu and Disney Plus, It Ain't Right is the special. It Ain't Right. Sebastian Maniscalco all over the place. Danny G, we should get him on the show. Check out his new special. Sebastian. I'm going to watch part 3 of Alex versus A-Rod. Or is it A-Rod versus Alex? Either way, that's on HBO Max. The final part is up. I started it. It's great. It's the vulnerable truth of Alex Rodriguez, the man. And I'm going to finish Squid Game Challenge while I'm at it. And don't forget, Overpromised, I was telling you about it, Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. Covino and Rich FSR on YouTube. It's like a hybrid of what we do here on Fox Sports Radio and our Patreon show, Covino and Rich. We got a new episode 118 where we talk about the worst party antics because Cam Scattaboo did a shoey. He did a cleaty. He did a whole chug of a beverage out of his cleat. So we talk about the worst party antics, a la the shoey. And
there's a worse one. I think you've done it.
Yeah, we'll find out.
You ever drunk Bailey's from a shoe?
No. Covino and Rich FSR, we talk about Thanksgiving sides, get you ready for Thanksgiving, and who might be asked, and Rich's picks all on Overpromise.
Yeah, a lot of fun. I got a lot, so let me just zip through this. You said Squid Game, the challenge. Season 2, Danny G, it was great. I finished it, so Covino, it's really good. I find those games they pick and play fantastic.
Yeah, and good character. Yeah, good contestants this season.
The games are the lamest, but they're so intense because there's so much pressure.
Of course,
on
it's like one of them, they're just throwing a ball back and forth. But when $4.5 million is on the line, let me give you a couple things. Death by Lightning. If you like history the way I do, they make fun of me because I love presidential history. The James Garfield, it's a 3 or 4 part docuseries, fantastic.
Nick Offerman in that?
Nick Offerman's
My
fantastic.
cousin said that's fantastic.
It's really, really good. I didn't even know season 2 of this was out. I was just happily surprised when I just logged onto Netflix. Man on the Inside, Ted Danson. Remember he posed and he was an undercover detective inside an old folks home, and it's a real fun, light series. Man on the Inside season 2 is on Netflix right now, which is awesome. If you love David Letterman like I do. David Letterman! His sit-down show on Netflix, new episodes, one with Miley, one with Charles Barkley and Caitlin Clark. Are there new ones? Because hold on, let me see if there's newer ones, because I feel like I've seen those.
You're on the air.
You have seen those.
Yeah, because there's new ones.
He went to see Miley Cyrus perform.
Yes, that's what made me just think of that. Beast and Me with Claire Danes. Our buddies are saying that's a hell of a good show. And if you like documentaries the way Covino does. There's one called Carmen Family Deaths. Did you see this? Where they're like, did this kid kill his mom and leave her out at sea?
Whoa.
He gets found like on a raft.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for that.
Yo, that looks like dope in a twisted way. So I'll check that out.
Don't watch that right before bed.
And of course, I'm seeing it Monday night. Stupidly, I have to DVR the Niners game. Wicked 2. They're saying it's going to make over $200 million this weekend.
It's a wicked weekend.
Yeah,
Enjoy
wicked.
it.
Yeah, wicked.
All right, guys. College football, week 13. Number 22, Missouri at number 8, Oklahoma. Number 15, USC at number 7, Oregon. Pittsburgh at number 16, Georgia Tech. Number 11, BYU at Cincinnati. And Rich's Syracuse Orange at number 9, Notre Dame. And right before we get to a quick NFL story, Paramount Plus, if you haven't watched Landman with Billy Bob, you are missing out. I feel like this is one of the better shows in all of TV streaming right now.
What show, Danny G?
Landman.
Oh, no, I'm more of an ass man, so I'll pass.
Do you know how many people have hit us up about Landman? I feel like I'm totally missing out. Maybe this is the weekend I start. By the way, I'm sorry. Can I correct myself? I said new episodes of the Letterman sit-down show. I just saw a teaser. It's not out till December 1st, but he sits down and has a really cool one-on-one with the Sandman, Adam Sandler.
Oh, yeah.
Letterman and the Sandman. So my apologies, because I was like, wait a minute. I've seen the Caitlin Clark one. Those aren't new, but they're trending right now, I guess, on Netflix in anticipation of the new one with the Sandman.
And a really quick 49er update from Monty here.
Yeah. Breaking news for you here, Rich.
Breaking news from Fox Sports.
Diana Rossini just tweeted, 15 months after signing a 4-year, $120 million extension, Brandon Ayuk and the 49ers appear headed toward divorce.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
All right. Well, there you go, Rich. Think about that.
Who
Again, Covino and Rich.
Do I get him weekends, every other weekend?
See that look on Rich's face?
Well, I guess, he hasn't played, so I guess, it's
you've
almost
already
like you
moved
never
on.
had him.
You've already moved on.
Maybe he could learn to skate, because every Olympic dream starts with the first glide. To Learn to Skate USA kids and Ayuk, who knows? Build confidence, strength, and joy on the ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com.
Lots of football, lots of movies.
Skating out of Santa Clara.
Wicked.
Yeah, we'll all be watching Week 12
You
this
know what?
weekend.
If you've never seen the first Wicked movie, get your head out of your ass. Watch it this weekend when you're not watching football. It's really, really good. All right. We'll see you guys back here on Monday. Check out the YouTube channel, and we'll see you then. Arrivederci, baby.
See you in the promised land.
Let's go! Goodbye!
Today's Friday.